Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to the All About Favor channel. I am your host, Pastor KZ. At the end of the video, hit the thumbs up, like the video, comment, share the video with others, hit the notification bell, and all of you who have yet to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. To my current subscribers, thank you for all of your support. Now, as I said on yesterday, we're going to have some really heavy topics all week. So let's get right into it. Also, remember, I'm repping Adidas all week. What y'all think? Adidas. Told y'all better get me a bag over here. Y'all like this? This will probably make the eyewear line. I love this one, y'all. Yeah, I like the color. I like the design on it. I like it. What do you think? Okay. You know what? Let's get started with today's topic and episode. I want to say this. You cannot attract something good if your thoughts and emotions are all over the place. Let me repeat that. You cannot attract something good when your thoughts, your emotions, when you all over the place. You're not focusing, you're not in balance. You're not attracting anything good. What you're attracting is what you're giving out. How can you attract abundance if you're constantly fearful or focused on what you don't have? You're so focused on the things you don't have or what someone else is getting blessed with, and why not you? How can you attract abundance when all you're talking about is lack? L-A-C-K, lack, what you don't have. You know what? You can't manifest even a good relationship because all your focus and all you talk about is the bad relationships you were in, how you was done wrong, how you was cheated on, whatever. You're not even putting out energy to attract good things to yourself. All this week I'd like to address some emails regarding why things seem to never work out, and why is it taking the Most High so long to open up a door for a breakthrough. This is what you all have been emailing me about all last week. Pastor KZ, I've been trying to do some things differently and nothing seems to work out. I pray, but it don't seem to come to pass. First of all, if you're praying about something and you don't have faith to believe it, what are you praying for? All you're doing is defeating the purpose. You're asking the Most High God to do something, but you don't even believe He gonna do it for you. Where's your faith? So a lot of the emails all last week is about from people talking about just seem like nothing is going right. They just it's in a negative state. Now, I want to express something. The topic today, I want to start this week off talking about low vibration. Low vibration. What is that, Pastor KZ? What I'm saying is when you have persistent thoughts, feelings of sadness, sluggishness, insomnia, you're not sleeping properly, you have chronic nitpicking, little illnesses going on, anything that revolves around negativity or negative thinking. And sometimes, y'all, it starts with feeling like you're kind of off balance. You don't quite know what it is. You can't really put your finger on it, but you know something is off balance. See, low vibration, that's an energy, and it's associated with your spiritual life, your physical life, and your emotional life. These three things go hand in hand. Now, I will say this. Sometimes you have a feeling of numbness or you just feel blah. I will say this. This is just my opinion. I'm not offering any professional opinions, but a lot of times this revolves around some event that has taken place or something that has happened in your life. It may have happened in childhood or your teenage years, as an adult. Something happened in your life and just your energy, it zapped you. Now, some of the things that happened to you, I will admit, is not your fault. Everything that you have experienced or encountered in life, especially when you have been taken advantage of, when things happen to you, you've been abused or just different things, you can't blame yourself for that. But there are some things you have to be held accountable for. One of the worst things you can do is repress or discount or even disassociate what you're feeling. No matter what it is in life you have encountered, I will say this, y'all, things will get better. Things can turn around. You can reach a point where it's tolerable, it's manageable, and you can move past it, but it requires you doing some work. Now, I want to say this. You have to understand from the get-go, storms in life happen. You just keep having birthdays, keep getting older, and things happen. And sometimes bad things happen to good people, and it affects your energy. It throws you off. Now, I will say death in life, losing a loved one, those things, that's going to happen. Another thing is breakups of relationships, those things happen. Just life in general, y'all, it happens. And from reading these emails, it sounds like different things happen to you and you just wasn't prepared. And I will say this, you can never prepare for the loss of your parent. You can never prepare losing a child. You can never prepare losing a spouse. That is not what I'm saying. What I am saying, though, is some things you encounter along the way, be it career-wise or in your personal relationships, some of these things can be avoided, prevented, or you can get ahead of it. But what I want you to take from all the topics this week that I bring up is that when you are having a low vibration day, or just you're in a season of low vibration, that's when you must stop and identify the source of why your energy is off and immediately put a plan in place to get yourself balanced. I say this at the end of almost every show I do about getting focused and getting balanced. You have got to first identify, when did you start feeling this way? Now, I had an email where someone says, Pastor KZ, when I lost my mother, it's like everything in my life went haywire. I couldn't get focused. I just was numb. I couldn't move myself out of that state of grieving and that depressive state. I just went on, acted like I was okay, tried to keep my face in front of people. But when I was home by myself, Pastor KZ, I just felt lost. I would go to the phone to call her, just different things. What you're going through is unresolved grief. And of course, that will affect your vibration. It will affect your energy. Now, you've got to start decluttering things. You've got to start unpacking this grief. You got to start unpacking whatever has led you to this state. Those examples I gave you are but a few things that can cause your energy to be off balance. But there are a number of things. By any means, I'm not trying to diminish your feelings, but what I'm saying is you've got to identify, when did this start? Back yourself up. In order to do that, that is going to involve you getting in a quiet place and start to unpack some of this stuff. You've got to start decluttering your mind. And that's going to involve you getting in a place where you can meditate, getting in a place where you can pray. You've got to devote each day to just even appreciate the small things. Each day you've got to start even appreciating the blessings you already have. You've got to walk in a state of gratitude, y'all, and cultivate positive thoughts. Cultivate meaning generate. You've got to, like when you're cultivating your garden, you got to prune out some stuff. You got to take out some weeds. You've got to put some fertilizer on the soil. You've got to water it. You've got to cultivate your thought process. Another important step to take is to bringing your vibration level up is to organize your space. Okay, Pastor Casey, where are you going with this? Can I just say this? When your home, when your office, when your car is cluttered with trash, with clothes all over the place, you haven't unloaded the dishwasher in weeks. You just all around, your atmosphere, your environment is just in disarray. That's a sign, y'all, of depression. That's a sign of depression. You can't make up your bed, or you can't get out of bed. You're just doing nothing. You're walking around in your robe and your slippers all the time. You're not leaving the house. That is unhealthy. That's a sign that your vibration, your energy is in a place where you're stagnant. You're not going forward. You're not making any movement. And you've got to stop this. You've got to bring that into control. Now, when you feel like your life is in disarray, that is the time for you to immediately stop and get in your secret closet, as they say. Look at your vision board, and you need to start saying, I got to do better. And you've got to pray and ask God to help you move from the state that you're in. Because right now you're not living, you just exist, and you just wake up every morning, you do the same thing over and over again. You don't have a reason. Your zeal, your zest for life is gone because you're in a such low vibration state. You just can't get going. Y'all, something has broken inside you and you don't know how to fix it. I'm going to encourage you as much as I can all this week to continue writing in your journals. That's a start. And you've got to start with small things as tools. Just like I just mentioned, you've got to make a step. You can't stay where you are. Because what you're doing right now is you're depressed, you're despondent, and it's getting worse. I need for you this week to purpose in your spirit that you want to move on. You want to move forward. You want to get past this. You want to kind of change your thinking. You need to enhance your spiritual walk. Whatever your spiritual choice is, whatever denomination you're in, whatever your belief is, whether it's Buddha, whether it's Muhammad, whether it's the Most High God, whatever you believe in and whatever your spiritual choice is, you need to call on it. I just happen to choose to call mine the Most High God. Now, what you believe in is you, but I do know one thing. You can't stay in this state and live a full life. So all this week, I'm going to be talking about energy, your vibration, and moving past some of these things. Despondency is a bad thing. Depression is not a good thing. Being overly stressed is not a good thing. Some stress is good for you because it gets you going, gets you motivated. But the problem is when you have distress, that's a bad thing, because stress is a silent killer. Because with this low vibration energy you're giving off, it also brings on physical health problems. Sometimes there's nothing really wrong with you physically. What it is doing, it's a mental thing, an emotional issue, and it's manifesting as high blood pressure. It's manifesting itself as migraine headaches. It's manifesting itself in either poor appetite or overeating. It's manifesting itself in your sleep patterns. I can't sleep at night. I only sleep a couple hours and then I'm up for 5 hours. All of this, it's got to go hand in hand with the energy that you have. It's something going on with you emotionally that you got to get a handle on. You can't continue this way. All I want to do is encourage you this week. But I want to bring these things to light because y'all, mental health is very serious. You know how many people walking around with things going on inside them and they got a smile on their face like everything is all right. But deep inside is something broken there. And I just want to encourage you, give you some insight and some inspiration, and to let you know that things can get better. You don't have to stay where you are. Things will turn around. It'll get better for you. But just gotta take baby steps. Will you take that journey with me this week? I want to help you. And love on yourself. because you are so worth it. And what we're going to work on this week is getting focused, getting balance, so you can be a blessing to someone else and so you can be a light to someone else. People out there are watching you. You got children, you got grandchildren watching you, you got nieces and nephews watching you. Pull yourself together. I know it's hard. Nothing worth it is really going to be easy, but it's your choice. And you have to make a very difficult decision to decide, I don't want to stay like this. I don't want to be miserable the rest of my life. I want to have some joy. I want to get my smile back. I want to be happy. No, you're never going to forget the thing that broke you. You're never going to forget that heartbreak. You will never forget the day that you had to get that phone call about losing your dad, losing your mom, or your husband, losing your husband, or even a child. You're never going to forget those situations. But what I am endeavoring to do is to help you problem solve, help you feel better and move from this state of low vibration to a level of peace, a state of peace of mind. You all, thank you for watching today. Again, feel free to email me, walkinfavor61@yahoo.com. I'll see you back tomorrow. We're going to continue this conversation. Have a great day.